Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Landon. Today I'll be giving my pitch for a Splatoon 3 Switch 2 edition could look like. I know Splatoon 3 has already gotten that free upgrade with the frame rate boosts and whatnot, which is great. But there has been some recent news that suggests that we could actually be getting one, and I want to pitch my idea for what that could look like. But before we get into that, be sure to subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. Over here, I just do Splatoon discussion videos and that sort of thing. So anyway, I don't want to waste any time. So recently, Splatoon 3 was rated for the Switch 2 on the PEGI rating boards in the UK. This is very interesting news. Splatoon 3 is a Switch game, a game for the Switch 1, if you want to call it that. Not a Switch 2 game. So getting rated for the Switch 2 implies that there is a Switch 2 version of Splatoon 3 that will be getting released soon. Now, there's been some talk that this may not even amount to anything. It could be a mistake, could be like a late rating of some sort. It says the release date was December 31st. Obviously that didn't come out on the 31st. That was like 6 days ago or 7 days ago or whatever. But I'm still holding out hope that maybe it could happen, and I'll be giving my idea for what that could be like today. Now, Dude did a video on this already, and he talked about the potential for 120 FPS and a mouse mode. 120 FPS, that sounds amazing. I mean, I'm already pretty satisfied with the way the game performs now, but seeing it run even smoother would be absolutely incredible. And mouse mode has always been an interesting idea ever since the mouse mode was even teased for the Switch 2 and then obviously officially confirmed. A lot of people have been discussing what that could be like. Personally, I still don't know how it's going to work, how you're going to control the game with one Joy-Con and then control the rest with the other. I don't really know how it's going to work, but I'm sure they will find a way to do it. There's a lot of people that are like, oh, if the Switch 2 players have 120 FPS, that's an advantage over the players on the Switch 1 or whatever, or that don't have the Switch 2 edition. And I understand that concern, but if you play on PC, everybody has a different setup that runs differently. Some people have like these amazing builds where you can run the game at like 1,000 frames, and some people have crap setups where you can only run it at like 20. So that's just kind of how the gaming world is, and you know, and plus for a lot of people, I know, even including myself, I might not even be able to utilize that frame rate boost to its fullest. I'm going to notice the game's running smoother, but I don't think that's going to give me an advantage. That's all I'm saying. I don't think there should be any kits. Like, I don't think they should lock, like, because like we're all expecting that they're gonna drop another like 30 or 35 weapon kits to kind of complete the third kits for Splatoon 3, which would be absolutely amazing. But if they lock those behind a Switch 2 edition of the game, everybody's gonna be upset about that. Obviously, that's not going to affect a lot of people who have the Switch 2, but a lot of people don't. And I would say that a lot of people that play Splatoon 3 do not have the Switch 2 because, you know, maybe they don't need it, right? And it would make me upset, because I do have the Switch 2, but it would make me upset, you know, to see them make a decision like that and see other people getting upset by it. Very bad idea. Do not think they should do that. But in terms of actual content that's not like new weapons, I do have a few ideas here for what that content could be. I think the most basic one would be gear, right? Obviously, gear doesn't give anybody an advantage over anything, right? It's just gear, you know, and it has an ability attached to it that you can swap out. I would like to see at least like 50 pieces, maybe. I know that's kind of a lot, but it's a Switch 2 edition of the game, and it needs to be worth it, right? I know, like, if you already have Splatoon 3, you get the upgrade, but regardless, I still think the amount of content should be worth it. They could just evenly spread it across the different brands, maybe focus on some brands that don't have as much, I also am thinking maybe some more returning gear. I know Splatoon 3 has pretty much all of Splatoon's gear, but like, you know, the Squid Girl outfit from Splatoon 1. I know that was like a collaboration, so I don't know how that would work, them bringing that back, but maybe they could still do it. Or the like golden Imperial set from Splatoon 2 and like the Mecha set. I forget what it's all called. The Japanese exclusive gear from Splatoon 2, maybe bringing that in as well. I'm just gonna say I don't think there should be any region exclusive gear unless every region has their own exclusive gear. But you know, maybe they could bring that in as well. This next one here is, I think that they should add a little mini arcade to the lobby area. I think that would be really, really cool. They could have the Squid Jump, Squid Ball, Squid Racer, and Squid Beats. And then maybe add some new ones as well. Only problem with this is they can't like add another room to the lobby. Otherwise, from the Splatoon 3 Switch 1 players, it's gonna look like they're like inside of the wall or something. They would have to like add it somewhere outside, which I feel like there's plenty of space to do that, so I think it could definitely work. But these little games are really nice, and I agree they should probably just be in the main game, but I still think it'd be cool, and it'd be really fun to be able to play them between matches and whatnot. Again, in the next game, I definitely think they should add something like this to the main game, but still, I'm just looking for anything that can give us some actual fresh content for the game. Some people have talked about that maybe they'll add another DLC. I think that just isn't ever a thing. Splatoon Raiders is on its way. I think that's coming in the summer, around June or July, and I don't think they would have had the time to put together an entire new story DLC, as much as I would love that. So the closest thing I think we could get is maybe a remastered story mode, particularly the Octo Canyon story from Splatoon 1. And maybe Octo Valley as well, but that's already on Splatoon 2, and you can just play that. But, you know, they already have Octo Canyon on Splatoon 1. They would just need to find a way to remaster it and transfer it to the new like graphics or whatever. I don't know how this stuff works, but they already have it made. They just have to get it all converted or whatever. I think Octo Canyon would be really nice for OG and new players alike. For new people, a lot of Splatoon 3's, well, a lot of Splatoon players in general now came from Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 3. A lot of people do not have the Wii U or Splatoon 1, so giving those players a chance to experience the original story mode would be really, really great. I think it'd be really cool. And they could maybe do Octo Valley as well, but like I said, that's already on Splatoon 2. And I think it'd also be pretty neat if we could unlock the hero weapons as well. Obviously, these weapons don't have a special kit attached to them. They are primarily just reskin versions of the existing weapons. And I know we already have that with the order weapons and the hero shot that's already in the game. But you know, it's just a fun little thing. If they could add the Splatoon 1 hero weapons, and if they do Octo Valley, they could do the Splatoon 2 ones as well. Just maybe have another way of unlocking them. Beating the game freaking 9 times is not fun. But yeah, that's kind of my pitch for a Splatoon 3 Switch 2 edition. I don't really know how all this stuff would work. And more than likely it's not happening, but I still think it'd be pretty amazing. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next one.